pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Natassia Longford. The reason why I'm here with young Natassia Longford is because I want to show to the world that it doesn't matter where you're from. It is how you're grown and the correct parenting that make an excellent child. Now, a lot of people are saying nothing good comes from out of the ghetto. I'm here to refute that. There are many overachievers that come from the garrison. And we need to show to the world that it is not just a talk, it is true. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. Sitting to my right is young Natassia Longford. She started to achieve from as early as 7th grade. All these certificates that you see I have in my hand and she has in her hand, a total of 13 over a period of time. She achieved that. Let me read some of them. A certificate of honor roll for Natassia Longford. Honor roll for outstanding performance in semester. Exam January 2022. Honor roll. This certificate is awarded to Natassia Longford for superior academic performance in all business subjects. Another one for superior academic performances in all business subjects. And here, look at this, certificates of excellence. This certificate is awarded to Natassia Longford for outstanding class participation. This certificate is awarded to Natassia Longford in recognition of achieving an average of 90% and over in food, nutrition, and health. This certificate of excellence is awarded for outstanding performance in principles of accounts. This certificate of excellence is awarded to Natassia Longford for participation in quiz competition. This one is for principles of accounts. This one is for outstanding performance in information technology. This one is for outstanding performance in city guides and mathematics. This one is academic performance 74.9% for maintaining academic excellence. This one is for CXC mathematics. Natassia Longford. I have to commend you, Natassia, for doing a remarkable job, for making your father and your mother so proud of you. Tell us a little bit about who is Natassia Longford.
Natassia Longford is a 7-year-old girl. From she was a child, she has dreamed about becoming an accountant for the past 5 to 7 years now. In most times, persons in my community, they believe in me each and every day, especially when I'm in Anatown or in Jonestown. Persons always say that this girl is going to come out to be something good in life, take care of her parents and so forth. So each day that encourage me to do good in school and also motivate me to do good and to make each and everyone proud of me in life. Natassia Longford is also this intelligent, fun, she loves to run play with her friends, do schoolwork. When she come home, she only come outside, she just stay in her house, watch show, text classmate or eat or study.
And you see, there's a lot of distraction on the outside. What is your father and mother's name?
My father name is Kemar Longford and my mother name is Kimola Fagan.
Kimola Fagan. So Kimola Fagan and Kemar Longford are parents to Natassia Longford. And she's a remarkable young lady. When I saw all her accolades, I was forced to do this interview. I was forced to just brag about her and show her to the world. Now this is a constituency that from time to time we have had misunderstanding. From time to time we have had, different situations where it's not so pretty. So we're not gonna pretty up the thing and saying everything is okay. From time to time We have things that are not okay in all of the communities. And that is why we're doing this interview to show you that even though things are not okay, some of the time, under those severe circumstances, Natassia can still hold her head together, keep her head up high, and make her mom and dad and the community proud of her. When you quit school and you're in your job, what you intend to do for your community and other young achievers like yourself?
I intend to like provide for students who can't afford like school supplies to go back to school, like provide them with those school supply, like provide like so, for instance students out here them normally run up and down and always run up and down their community now have nothing to do. We can also like provide parks and support for them to go play instead of running up and down.
Excellent. What are some of the things that you think that need to be fixed so that some of the crime and violence that we are having in some of these communities, what do you think is the problem when a young child fights in school? What do you think caused some of those problems?
Sometimes some of those parents come with the parenting skills that some parents have. Sometimes it's peer pressure, or sometimes it's just the students not having enough motivation and from their parents or loved ones.
So what you're saying that once you feel loved, once you feel appreciated, once you feel respected, then these are some of the things that you can achieve.
Yes.
Beautiful. You see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I was forced to do this because I just want to show the world that them say nothing good no come from out of the ghetto. But a lie. There's so much great achievers, so much great doctors and lawyers and scientists and musicians that come from some of these areas. If you look at Trenchtown, some of the greatest musicians, even though they were not born in Trenchtown, but when they come to Trenchtown, they big up on their skills, they become better people on their skills. Life has taught them a lot of things. I'm not saying it's easy. I didn't have it easy. I went to school barefooted. I understand what it is to be hungry. But that doesn't tell me to go and steal from somebody, or it doesn't tell me to fight my classmate in school or anything. I want you to applaud this young lady. I want you to reach out in the comment section. I want you to say a lot of nice things to encourage this young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be speaking with her father, Kemar Longford, because in order for her to be this brilliant, she must come from a brilliant father. Tassia, in closing, what do you want for your beautiful country, Jamaica? Look into the camera and tell us what you'd like Jamaica to be.
I like Jamaica. As for the high crime rate in Jamaica, I would like Jamaica persons in Jamaica to stop the crime and violence, to be loving to one another, stop killing each other and so forth, and just love one another so that Jamaica can be a better place for everyone to live
And achieve.
and achieve good in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, out of the babe and suckling comes forth knowledge. She's a great individual. I'm so proud to be having this conversation with an overachiever, Natassia Longford. Look up for that name. I want to big up Kimola Fagan. Kimola, you're a remarkable mother. You have done everything right. Kemar Longford, you're a remarkable father. You have done everything right. And I would call you both the poster child of great parenting. This is what Jamaica is all about. I speak about the three different areas of discipline. One, it starts at the home. And this is exact proof that I'm telling you, it can work. It doesn't need, we don't need the government. We don't need no whole heap of money. I know Kemar Longford is not a rich man, or Kimola Fagan is not a rich young lady. But guess what? They are wealthy with love, and you can see it on their daughter. Pick up yourself, Natassia Longford. We here at Big Stone Records wish all the best for you, and we know for sure that you're going to make all of us proud. Thank you so much for
Thank you
talking
so
to me.
much for having me.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Natassia Longford. Look out for that name. A great, great individual. A product of the ghetto. I just want to take this opportunity also and big up George Phang from Arnett Gardens because it is his constituency this young lady comes from. And George is one of those uh, people that is concerned about the welfare of the children. That's why he works so hard in the Stop the Crime and Violence crusade that we're now embarking on. So George Phang, pick up yourself and thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of your community, to be a part of greatness. Thank you so much for watching. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Here I am with the father of young Natassia Longford. We're embarking upon a serious part of the history of this country, where we're looking now to correct some of the wrongs that has been done, not just to parenting, not just to the schools, and not just to the communities. We are telling you that this simple solution, it doesn't take a rocket science to fix it. All it takes is love, respect, and understanding. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the father of Natassia Longford. Come on, big up yourself, man. But they call him Schoolboy because he's one of the top selector and Schoolboy International. Tell us a little bit about who is Kemar Longford. Who are you?
Alright, Kemar Longford is a loving, caring person, right about now, as you can see, like to give fun, Oliver joke.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And I don't like to see people sad and stuff like that. You see? So it's fun to be around.
How was it back in the early days when you had young Natassia as a father? You know a father of this young lady before she started to achieve. What was Natassia like?
Well, when she was much younger, she kind of did hard for me. Because I just want to start putting the work more harder. You see, it start bleach more harder. Sometimes I play a free party and stuff.
Yes.
Just
To earn a little thing.
make it go
Yes.
as far as it can go.
Yes.
You see? So, those were the days.
What are some of the things that you would say to these young parents? How old were you when you started getting your children?
Well, I was in my 20s.
Okay. Early 20s, mid 20s?
What? 24, 20.
Mid 20s, about mid 20s.
Yeah, mid 20s.
Right.
Yes.
And when you found out that you're going to be a father, were you planning to be a father or it just happens?
Well, I never did a plan for it. Just happened.
So why you didn't run away from your responsibility like most people would do?
Well,
Because most fathers, they say, once they get to understand that you're now a father for a child and the responsibility that comes with it, what makes you stood the course?
well, as your mother always said, never run away from your responsibilities. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So, my father, I never live with my father, I live with my mother.
Okay.
But I have to go down to Annato and go look for my father.
Okay.
Right? So, as I say, I couldn't make my child grow without a father.
Okay.
So I just
Stand up to the
stand
plate
up to
and
the
so on.
to the football game.
How do you feel today knowing that she's on Big Stone Television and her image is going to be all over the world because she is now the poster child of what I'm talking about, the three areas of discipline. We're talking about the home, we're talking about the schools, and we're talking about the community because Natassia Longford have demonstrated that a good home, good school, good nurturing from her teachers and so on, and good community. Because she mentioned in the interview that everybody was rooting for her and want her to achieve. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I proud. When I say I'm proud, I am proud.
Thank you.
Right? And I always try to show her, I say, yo, listen to me. Try to become better than me.
Try to become better than others.
Right.
What you want for your country? You know, there's a lot of bloodletting going on, crime and violence and so on. What would you want to see for Jamaica?
Well, what I want to see for Jamaica right about now, stop the crime and violence.
Yes.
Stop killing off the woman there.
Yes.
More of the money to stop that. You
Yes.
see me? And make the whole of it live as one.
And raise good children and so
And
on.
raise good children and more and more and more.
More and more and more.
As I said, peace and love
Peace
to
and
each
love.
and every one.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We're not going to be too long with Daddy. It is not a show. It is really Natassia feature, but we bring him on because we want the world to see what a good parent is, a good father. Because most of the time we have great mothers, but not great fathers. So I have to commend you, man. Big up yourself.
Big up,
Cool boy. Big up yourself, Kemar Longford. You have made me proud. You've made George Phang proud, and you've made the community of Hornet Garden proud. And of course, you make your daughter, Natassia, proper community. We can do it for ourselves. The Honorable Marcus Garvey said, we must be self-reliant. Thank you so much for watching.